Hey YouTube! Today I wanted to bring you all a video about meditation, and specifically this is going to be a bit of a guided introduction to meditation, and I'm going to take you through a few of the steps that I used when I started meditating and give you a kind of basic idea of a typical meditation that I do. Meditation has been something that I've been doing a lot of right now. I often find it's quite difficult to get into a rhythm when my work life and my schedule is a bit up and down. At the moment I'm trying to find a lot of structure in my life and create good habits. So I wanted to share that with you all. It's something that takes a bit of patience, a bit of perseverance, but I think there's real benefits to it that can pay off. Before I go any further, I just want to ask a small favour from you all that's going to take up literally a couple of minutes of your time. I've been nominated for 2 awards this year. One is the Sports Personality Award at the British LGBT Awards. I'm up against some incredibly inspiring people like Megan Rapinoe and Gareth Thomas, and it would mean a huge amount to me if some of you could vote for me, please. I'm going to put a link in the description. It literally takes a few moments. I've also been nominated for the Sports Star of the Year Award by Diva magazine, and I'll put a link there. And yeah, guys, it would mean a lot to me if you could please vote, because it'd be really, really cool to win one of these awards. I think just to be recognised for the work that I'm trying to do to improve trans awareness, acceptance, and ultimately improve education and empathy in society towards the trans community, and especially in sport, it's something that really means a lot to me. So yeah, that would be cool. Thank you. Now, I've tried meditation quite a few times throughout my life, and most of the times it's been guided meditation, which I found really, really effective. But then the thing I struggle with is when you then try to do it on your own. It takes quite a bit of self-discipline, and it's easy to just say, oh yeah, I'm going to do that later, I'm going to do that, and then before you know it, the day's gone by and you're in bed and that's that. This approach actually came from a book called The Master Key System, which is an incredible book written by Charles Hannell, and I'd recommend anyone to give it a go. The idea of this to start with is to basically clear your mind and to quieten your thoughts. And so really that, I think, is one of the first things to try and do with any approach to meditation. So the way that you do this is to, first of all, get yourself into a spot where you're somewhere nice and quiet, no one can bother you. Turn your phone off or put it onto airplane mode at least so nobody can ring you. Basically remove all distractions and get into a comfortable position. I tend to sit on a pillow or a cushion or something because I find that if I sit flat with my legs crossed, after about 20 minutes I start to feel it in my knees, and so I just found that sitting on a cushion basically means I don't get stiff, and again, there's nothing that's going to put me off and distract me from what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to focus on. So anyway, just so to start, get comfortable, get into a good position. The first thing to do is to pick a spot on the wall. Typically this can be, I don't know, like a doorknob on a cupboard, or a mark on the wall, or something that's fairly banal. So not something like a photograph or a painting, or something that can sort of easily generate thoughts and feelings in your mind. Something that is really, really super inanimate, but is just enough of an object for you to focus on. Start by just sitting and staring at it for 5 minutes. And the idea is to stare at it and just keep your focus entirely on that object. Try not to let anything else take your focus away from it. Now inevitably you'll find that this does happen at first, and I guess the thing is just to be aware of that happening, and you don't have to like really super focus, but just keep your eyes fixed on it, just keep your attention focused on it. And once you can do this for 5 minutes, increase the time to 10 minutes, and when you get to 10 minutes and you can do that okay, go up to 15 minutes. And when you can sit and really keep your mind clear, and thoughts will pop in, but it's being able to just sort of notice that and easily brush them to one side. And once you can do that for 15 minutes with your eyes open, then try doing it for 5 minutes with your eyes closed, and so on, up to 15 minutes. And it's a really good way to ground yourself and just become self-aware. Every time I start a meditation, I close my eyes and I probably just spend, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes just doing this. Sometimes it's easy to do, sometimes it's hard. It often gives me a very clear indication quite quickly of how I'm feeling at that point in time. You know, if I'm very chilled and calm and things are going well, it's quite an easy thing for me to do. But if I'm having a really stressful time, I can find it quite difficult, and things will just repeatedly pop up in my mind, and I'm constantly trying to push them to one side. So once you've learned to do that, then the way that I typically approach meditation most days, close my eyes, do just that, try and clear my thoughts for 3 or 4 minutes, and then I tend to do like an overall body scan. So with this in my mind, I sit there and I think, I'm going to relax my entire body. And I maybe say that a couple of times over. And then I start with the top of my head and I work my way through my entire body. So I begin by saying to myself mentally, I relax my head and my neck. And I feel my head and my neck, and I focus on those parts of my body and how they feel. And I imagine them relaxing. I imagine all the muscles gradually letting go and loosening. But when I feel like all those muscles have started to relax, I move down onto my shoulder blades and I say, I relax my shoulder blades. I feel them stretch out and release. And I feel how they feel. And I do this going down through my body, the tops of my shoulders, my biceps, the backs of my arms, my forearms, my wrists, my palms, my thumbs, my fingers. Then top of my shoulders, all the way down my back, down to the top of my bum, around the sides of my chest, across the top of my shoulders, my abdominals, my belly, my pelvis, the tops and the backs of my thighs, my calf muscles and my lower legs, my ankles and the soles of my feet. I imagine kind of cooling waterfall running down my back, and it's like soothing every bit of muscle and tissue that it comes into contact with as it runs down my back. And as I go through this process, what I'm doing is I'm taking my focus very acutely into these individual parts of my body. And as I do that, it brings me kind of deeper and deeper inside myself. And I also feel my body relaxing as I do that. I actually now quite often I'll feel like something click in my back or in my shoulder, or I guess that maybe takes 10-15 minutes. Once I've completed those steps, I tend to focus on opening my heart and feeling love and abundance in my heart. And so again, I kind of focus on relaxing my heart muscles and opening my heart up. And I focus on all the love in my life, all the people that I love, all the people I know who love me back, and all the people ultimately who I'm grateful to have in my life. And I focus on all the abundance around me, the abundance in the universe. And I think about those two things, and I focus on feeling grateful for all the things, for all the love, for all the abundance. And I guess really those are the three things that I do to begin any meditation. So firstly, I clear my mind and ground myself. Then I relax all of my body, and then I focus on feeling love and abundance and gratitude. But quite often then I'll focus on specific things, but that kind of comes next. If you're more interested in this, I'd love to know, so please comment. Please tell me what you guys do. If you've got any meditations you'd like to share, I'd be really interested to know. And ultimately, if you'd like more videos on this, or you just want to see racing, there is going to be lots of sim racing coming soon, so I'm going to be streaming that from next week onwards. I hope this video inspires you all to give meditation a go. As always folks, please comment in the box, please share my videos, please subscribe, and as always a big thank you to all my patrons as well. If you'd like to become a patron, please check out the link below. And take care guys, stay safe, and happy meditating.